Okay, so forgive the hair. I just got out of the shower, and usually I put a hat on when I get out of the shower so my hair doesn't go too much into Afroville. Um, anyway, I want to open up a couple games today. Do a little breaking the seal. Here is an import, the Ratchet and Clank trilogy for the Vita. I have not confirmed it, but I wanted to see if this had a separate trophy list because I've platinumed the original trilogy on PS3, and I would love to have another platinum for all three games again because I am obsessed with the Ratchet games. And I mean, even if there is no separate trophy list, I'm going on a trip soon, and I would love to, instead of tackling my backlog of games, I'd rather just take this and play this for the billionth time. So, as unprepared as usual, I don't even have a knife or anything out. So, here we go. These big scissors with like this nutcracker thing down the crotch of the scissors. I don't know what the hell it is. But, yeah, this is one that I'm definitely opening. There's no leaving this thing sealed, which I don't like to do that anyway. I only own a very few sealed products, which I'll show off in another video, I guess. Alright, come on, there he goes. So nothing inside, nothing at all, just the cart, which is disappointing. Can't really get it to look good. Focus, come on. Sorry about that, I can't get it to focus. Why? Don't focus on... There, wait, no. Well, it won't focus on it for whatever reason. It wants to focus on my chubby, stupid face. It's not very interesting looking cart, but it is what it is. Again, it's interesting that it's just the Ratchet Clank trilogy. Different art for what we got over here. Why is it not focusing? Anyway, so moving on. This next one, well, I'm going to have to... I actually bought this... I'm in a Limited Run Games fan club on Facebook. And I met a guy on there who sold me a bunch of games for a really good deal. And this is one of them. This is Curses and Chaos. Yeah, so this is another one I'm taking with me on that trip I was talking about. He actually sent all these in his cases here. I don't know anything about it, but it looks really, really cool. And it looked like the kind of game I would prefer to play on the road. I would rather... Or portable. It didn't look the kind of game I mean, I could obviously play it on console. Because normally I would prefer PS4 if I'm picking between the two. But this, I don't know, this seemed like the kind of game I'd want to play on the go, which, ideally I wouldn't open these limited run games because, they're so collectible, and oh my gosh, that could be worth so much one day, but I hate having a sealed game. The longer it's sealed, the harder it is for me to open it. It's like if I just go ahead and open it, then the pressure's gone, and, whatever. So, again... Nothing in here, and there's some weird wear on the inside. Again, you saw that was sealed, and it's still not focusing. It is not like these PS Vita. Huh, that's strange. But anyway, again, it's a cool game, cool looking game. I've not played it. I would be lying if I said I did. So, there is that. I'll let you know how it is once I actually play it. Oh, and the card that comes with it. I think it comes with a sticker too. I have that laying around here somewhere. I think it's up there. Alright, next one. Now, these two are both by, who is it? Samurai Punk? Yeah. Is that right? Samurai Punk. This is a Limited Run Games released. And this is another game by them, but this was, I guess, PAL only. Which is weird because it's called The American Dream. And it's a VR game, and I've not played it, but it looks really cool, and I don't know, VR games I feel like are just, all of them are hidden gems. They're all so interesting, and good or bad, they're fun and just weird and unique, and I love collecting VR games. Even though the VR does kind of make me sick, it's still just so cool to me, and I just feel like, I don't know, I really like it. And the reason I got, well, Screen Cheat, I've watched YouTubers play it, and it is fun. I've not opened it yet though. I have it digitally. This I would be again lying if I said that I've already played it. I have not played the American Dream, but cool developer. Two very different games, but two really cool games for sure, and definitely looking forward to diving into them. But let's go ahead and open into Screen Cheat. I do think I have the trading card for it somewhere because it's a limited run games release, but I just don't happen to have it on hand because I keep them all in a binder, and I'd have to look for it. I think I said that in the other video too. I just never have it on hand because usually when I record these, it's because I really want to play one of these games, and I'm like, well, I don't want to, I want to have content, and I'm like, I might as well film it, and so I usually am not prepared. I just on the spur of the moment, I'm like, I really want to play this game, so let's just film breaking the seal. All right, so boom, and as always, we get a little again, nothing really, but it's not nothing. Excuse me, it is something. But it's just something. Just to say that there's something in there, which, that's all I ask. Just give me a little something. A little something to look at, so I feel like I got a product. Got a product. Or a piece of art. That is a product. So again, here's American Dream. Loose disc. This was imported. This was not from an American seller. When I bought this on eBay, there was no one in America selling this. So, a little bit of a hidden gem, I feel like. It looks really cool. I watched some gameplay, and I'm excited to see what more this developer does. Because, I don't know, two really unique and very inventive ideas. And so, this is the developer to look out for, Samurai Punk. Alright, so let's be careful because the disc is loose. Alright, it was actually right on top of the thing, but it was loose, so let's snap it back into place. And hey, look at that, we got something. Huh. Now this is a little ad for Perp Games. Now, are they the developers? Am I getting this mixed up? Is Perp the developer, or are they the publisher? I don't actually know off the top of my head. This has drugs and bad language in it, though. It's interesting. So here's a bunch of other games. See, I was under the impression that Samurai Punk was the developer. I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. It's so easy to get... companies don't make that stuff very clear. Like people always get up in arms about Bethesda games when it's like, oh, but I hate that Bethesda's not making another Fallout or Skyrim. Why are they making Prey? It's like, well, it's different people doing different things. It's like Bethesda... I don't know. It gets confusing. I'll do one more game. Almost dropped everything. This game, here's a little hint. This sticker came with it. This is another thing I bought off the guy on the Facebook group, and I I first saw Octodad years and years and years ago. My favorite, I don't know if he's my favorite, but definitely top 5. He's probably my favorite YouTuber. Critical Penguins Zero. I've been following him since 2010, and he did a video, not in 2010 necessarily, but that's when I followed him, but he did a video later down the road of him playing Octodad, and I remember thinking it was just hilarious, and all his videos are my type of humor, this dry humor that I appreciate so much from him. And I actually have the game digitally, but I didn't ever own it physically, and I changed that. Guy gave me a good deal on it. And this was developed by Young Horses, I believe. Young Horses. Here we go. Disc is loose, actually. So, another reason I like to open these games, because pop the disc back in. I'm sure there's a way you could do it without opening it, but whatever. Oh, let's see. This is actually some substantial information. It's got all the characters and everything. That I love. So this is a really wacky game. It's as if you couldn't tell. I mean, just look at that. But again, it's just like you don't get this stuff from AAA developers, which I don't know. I just love indie games. They're so cool and weird, and I don't know. This reminds me of like a PS2 era game, just like this wacky, goofy game. I don't know. I miss those kind of games, like just silly games that are just They don't take themselves super seriously. Which, I mean, most of my top 5 favorite games are very serious games. You were talking about BioShock and Fallout. Well, Fallout's kind of funny, but anyway. Oh, so there's 5 games. The reason I wanted to open all these was because, to be honest with you, I'm sending Octodad to get signed by the developers, and needed to open it. Normally I wouldn't have opened it because I own it digitally, and I'm like, well, if I own it digitally and I can play it there, I'll leave my copy sealed. That I'll leave sealed. Like I have Home, which is a limited run game. I'll probably never open that because I own it digitally, and so the only time I do open them is if like Firewatch, I owned it digitally, but also bought physically. I didn't want to open the seal, but they were like, I asked them if I could get my copy signed. They're like, yeah. So I'm like, well, I have to break the seal now. But Octodad, I'm going to get signed, which is really cool, and I'm hoping I can see about American Dream and Screen Cheat because it's the same developer, so that'd be cool. Again, I just kind of divulge my secret of how to get autographed games. I just ask. I just hey, can I get my game signed? It sometimes works. Not always. I've never gotten a no. I've just either gotten nothing back or a oh sure, or well, we're in such and such country, so it's going to be really expensive. You sure you want to send it? And there's been times where I'm like, oh, I really do like this game, but is it worth $20 to ship it? And if you guys want me to pay for the shipping back, I was looking at $40. And then when it came to Horizon Zero Dawn, my copy didn't even make it there. So I spent $20 to mail it to Gorilla, and then it didn't make it to them. They never even got it, and it had just got sent back to me. And so, you know, they made it up to me. I'll show you that eventually, but I don't know. It's I don't know. Anyway, this isn't about Sign Games. This is breaking the seal, and it's been 12 minutes right now, so I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Play Ratchet and Clank if you haven't. It's amazing.